Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I have a different kind of video. This here is a 2021 Audi Q8. This is the 55 TFSI. That's what they call it. It has a 3-liter single turbo V6, making 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. And the Q8 is the same vehicle that the Lamborghini Urus is based off of, so that's why it kind of has a similar shape and size. But this one here is obviously just the Audi version, and it's the base engine, the 55 TFSI. This one also has the S-Line package. This one is a Premium Plus trim level. It's got the tow package on there. No exhaust tips. For some reason they have these fake cutouts. The exhausts are actually underneath. Quattro. It is all-wheel drive. And it is a really nice looking SUV, especially in this black here with the S-Line package. All right, so we do have smart key access or keyless entry. So you just walk up, open the door, and then to lock it, you use this little groove right here, and that locks it. You can see it folds the mirrors in. Then when you want to get in, just go ahead and open it up. You can see it does not have a frame around the window, so that's kind of unique to the Q8, is that it kind of has the frameless, just like the Audi A5. But let's go ahead and look at this door panel. So we got soft touch, or actually it has a little bit of give to it, but it's kind of hard. But this is supposed to be sort of soft touch right here. This is soft touch. Got some sort of leather-ish material right there. This one does have the Bang & Olufsen sound system, memory seats, and this nice little wood trim right here. You can see we got our S-Line badge. These are the leather seats that come with this model. You see they're fully power adjustable. This one does not have the sport pedals like some Audis do. But let's go ahead and hop in and start it up. All right guys, so it does have push button starts right here. Just going to start it up. Very quiet. This vehicle has 50,000 miles on it, so we'll see how this Audi has aged over 50,000 miles. Obviously, a lot is due to the way the previous owner took care of it, but see the steering wheel shows a little bit of sign of wear, but just needs a good clean. Just a good clean on the steering wheel, and it'll probably look and feel like new again. You can see we have these nice digital gauges. I do like Audi's virtual cockpit, so you can go through the different settings here. You can have it do like the full screen if you want the let me go over to navigation, and you can go full screen if you want, which is really cool. So you got that there. Actually, we'll leave it on that screen. I like that. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control, as you guys can see down here. Obviously, you got your turn signal stock with the lane keeping system there, automatic wipers. And then this button here is like a special button, so you can kind of program it to whatever you want it to do. So right now it's not assigned to anything, but you can. Looking down the center, you can see we have the 2 screens. So it's kind of a cool setup. It does get a lot of fingerprints and dust and stuff on it, being all this black piano trim and the 2 screens. But it is a cool setup when it's clean. But if you look down there, we got the climate control, we got heated seats and cooled seats. Up here, this is the normal Audi MMI system. You can see it has the different settings there. It works pretty good. I had this in my 2024 Audi RS3, and it worked fine. I didn't have any issues with it. Looking down here, we got a rather shallow center console for how big a vehicle this is. And looking over on this side, we got our glove box. It is lined and felt, and it looks like it's a pretty big glove box there. We got a somewhat soft touch on the dash here. We got a frameless mirror, nice black headliner with a full panoramic sunroof that I have closed right now. Let's go ahead and hop in the back seat and check out the back. There we go. Everything's electronic. It makes you feel like it's a latch, but it's actually not a latch. You can tell when you open it that it's like electronic. But in the back here, it has a little bit of give to it, but this is honestly kind of harder than I'd expect out of an Audi. It's nice and soft right here for the most part. Looking back here, one thing this car does benefit from is it has a lot of space in the rear. So that seat's moved up a little bit. This seat's where I sit at 6'6". And honestly, there's quite a bit of room back here. So this is one of its good selling points, is that there's a lot of room in the back. So when you get in here, I'm sitting behind myself at 6'6", and the fact that I can actually like move my knees behind the seat is impressive in and of itself. Tons of climate control back here for the rear seat passengers. Carpet feels pretty nice. And these seats are comfortable. They're not bad. We also have a little armrest right here as well with our cup holders, just like that. And then you have your rear lighting back here as well. Okay. One thing that's also pretty cool about this car is that you have the speaker right here in the door, and then you also have a little air vent to blow on the side over here, which is cool. So you have these ones and the ones over here and the ones underneath the seat as well. Power tailgate, of course. Tons of room in the trunk here. It does have kind of like a slant back because of the design, but as far as like the space, there is so much space in here. It goes way in there. You can fold down the seats as well. You can see the carpet's nice. You can put like the lines and stuff on it. We have an air compressor back here. But yeah, like I said, tons of space, and we got LED lighting on both sides here. And just close it here. Audi's buttons are always really nice. All right, guys, looking under the hood, this is Audi's very familiar 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder V6. It has 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. It moves out this SUV okay. I'll definitely give you guys some driving impressions later on in this video. We got hydraulic hood struts. We also got a little mat there. All right, guys, before we take off here, just want to say that this vehicle is for sale. It is on our website, Godden Ford here in Las Vegas. If you're in the area or you don't mind traveling and this vehicle is of interest to you, definitely reach out and let me know so I can get you a really good deal on this car. But let's get into the driving impressions. So we got an 8-speed auto, just like that. Right now we're in the automatic drive mode, but there's also different modes you can go through right here. Off-road, comfort, all that stuff. Dynamics like the sport mode. So we'll test that out a little bit later. But let's first start in auto mode. And this does feel pretty familiar. Like I said, my RS3 has a lot of the similar like switch gear and infotainment and stuff like that. So far the ride feels pretty good. It does that thing where the seatbelt like kind of tightens you in place. Very smooth so far. This is kind of a rough road. There's a little bit of rattling on the interior, but it does have 50,000 miles. It definitely, you can feel the weight. Like this vehicle, and that could be a good thing. Some people, they like the feeling of a heavy vehicle where it feels, you know, very solid and substantial going down the road. But you can definitely feel that this car is like 5,000 pounds, which it is. Let's just try accelerating kind of briskly here. Smooth power delivery. The 8-speed is a really good transmission. This engine is pretty good as well. One thing that's a little strange is every time it shifts gears, it kind of like, it like loses power between shifts. It's like it's taking time to shift. I don't know why it has that like sensation, but it feels kind of like it's, I don't know, like taking time between each shift. Let's go ahead and make a U-turn here. See how the turning radius is. Oh, that's weird. That auto start stop turns off before you even come to a stop. Oh yeah, the U-turn radius is pretty good in this car. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Turn it off right here on this touchscreen. There we go. Now let's try going into sport transmission mode. So we just pop the shifter back just like that. Let's see if that changes the way the car shifts and stuff. Okay, throttle response feels a little better. It's funny because like it shifts good, it shifts fast, but that delay between shifts is so weird. That is very strange. If you guys have a Q8 or you guys have an Audi with this engine transmission combo, let me know if yours does the same thing. Let's kind of get on a little bit here. Okay. Not bad. The first two gears were kind of whatever, but third gear started feeling like it pulled pretty good. A little bit of delay off idle, obviously, with turbocharged engines. You know, they don't give you that instant throttle response like a naturally aspirated engine would, or even an electric vehicle. And it seems like it kind of stiffened up the steering. I don't know if putting an S stiffens up the steering. Okay, let's go back into normal drive, but let's change our drive mode down here. It does still have touch buttons for the drive mode instead of, or I should say actual buttons instead of the touch buttons. So let's go like that. Let's go to dynamic. And then this is the 360 camera. You can see it shows the front and then the full 360 view. That's pretty nice. And what is this? Oh, the driver assistance stuff. Okay. So we'll just have it on basic driver assistance for now. But yeah, we're gonna see kind of how this performs here. All right, guys, let's take off here. Once we get past these driveways here, we're gonna get on it a little bit and kind of see how it performs once you're already moving. So let's say you're going 45 and you need to pass like a slow moving truck or something. Yeah, that's not bad. This thing moves pretty good. Okay. Now let's see how this big 5,000 pound SUV handles this corner. Not bad at all, actually, honestly. For an SUV this big, that's pretty solid. So as far as like comparing it to other vehicles, I've driven X5, X6 with, you know, the base engine, which would be the 40i. And those, I'd say the powertrain drives a little better. Like this one's smooth as well, but I'd say the powertrain and the sound and stuff is a little bit better in those. And like the handling. But as far as like just being nice and having space, because a lot of SUVs, you want the space part of it. You want the utility. And the X5 and X6, they kind of don't have a lot of legroom and stuff. So this has tons of legroom inside. It's smooth. It's quick enough. But I'd say the X5 and the X6 do drive a little bit better. They feel a little bit more sporty. They feel a little bit more exciting to drive. But this might do SUV duties better. So I guess it depends on what you're looking for. We also have an X6 for sale. I'm not going to do a video on that one, but we also have an X6 for sale with like similar miles actually. And they're both similar price. I think the X6 is a little bit less. I definitely think it's a solid choice. I mean, there's some things like this is kind of hard. And it's a little laggy at lower speeds and stuff, like with the throttle response. But you got to put it in the sport mode, but not bad, not bad. Let's see how it gets out onto this road here. Okay. That is so weird that when it shifts, it like I don't know, it's almost like you're shifting gears like manually, because like you go forward and then you go back when it shifts gears. It's so weird. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.